And this is the October 2020 forecast for Leo. As you can see, I have an injured finger. I can't show you which finger because it would be impolite. So I'm shuffling a little awkwardly at the moment. I'm not going to tell you how I injured it either because you're going to laugh at me. Really, it's ridiculous, but it's a pretty bad injury. Okay, so Leo, I'm going to repeat as I always do. I record from the Bushveld in South Africa. It's beautiful here. I'm surrounded by wildlife, but the internet is dodgy, and it has been really dodgy of late. So hopefully I don't disappear. If I do, I'll be back in a few seconds. Please bear with me. Touch wood that we don't have any interruptions. Also, if you'd like a personal or private reading, I do an incredible soulmate reading. You can contact me via my website. I will put that link in the description box below a little bit later. Right, Leo, let's see what's in store for you in October. Oracle cards first, then tarot, and then we'll do relationships. First card up for you guys is Imagine. So, in the month of October, you will feel inclined to, you will feel pushed to, you'll find opportunities to dream a bit about what you want your life to look like, what you want your future to look like, what you want a specific goal or aspiration to look like. You're going to feel like turning inward a little bit and imagining something, spending a bit of time fleshing it out in your mind, in your head. So it's more of a thinking month than a doing month, okay? So that's the first card that comes up. Let's see what's next. Higher power. So trust in the fact that the universe has your back. That if you spend a bit of time thinking and dreaming and wondering and fleshing things out in your mind, how you feel about them, what you want them to look like, trust that the universe is listening carefully, taking note of all that, okay? So time that's spent dreaming, imagining, fleshing things out in your mind isn't a waste of time, okay? There's someone up there listening to that. Nice. Okay. Next up for you guys is never-ending story. Okay, so sometimes when we do spend time dreaming about something, thinking about something, fleshing it out in our minds, we tend to take a little bit of a detour and start thinking about, oh, but it didn't work last time, and it didn't work for so-and-so, and it could fail again, and you might feel that coming on. This card says when that happens, take a right turn, a sharp right turn, and give it a nice ending. Say to yourself, you know what, it's a different time, it's a different place, I'm different, this time it can work well. Maybe it didn't work for so-and-so, but for me, it's different. Maybe it's going to work really, really well for me. So you will feel inclined to plot and plan things. The universe will have your back. You may be inclined to be a little pessimistic. Don't do that, okay? You might feel, other people might even sort of nudge that pessimism in you in some way. But don't take that route. Take the route of, it could possibly work out really well for me. Time is different. I'm different. People are different. You never know, okay? And then you get building blocks. So what you are doing here in October, you are laying the foundations and building the first course of your building, okay? You're starting something new. You are starting something more solid, more sustainable, and it has long-term potential. It may be your entire life, it may be an aspect of your life, okay? But it is the beginning of it, it is the building blocks of it. But when this card comes up, it normally indicates that whatever it is that you're busy with, that you're building in the month of October, for you guys, has a solid foundation. It has long-term potential. It is sustainable, okay? Let's pull one more card for you. Time to go. So this will include something in the month of October that you leave behind. It could be a job. It could be a goal. It could be a place that you stay. It just depends on your own life story, but you're leaving something behind. By the end of October, something you're going to close the door on and you're going to move on from it, okay? It's not a surprise. You've known this is coming. It's been on your mind for a while. You've seen the signs, or you're making the decision yourself, and maybe you just didn't take that step just yet. October, you decide, right, I'm now moving on to something else. So let's see what the tarot cards are for you. So first one up is thought. Okay, no coincidence, right? You had imagine, you had thinking, thought. So October really is about thinking. It really is about plotting and planning, about feeling your way through ideas, aspirations, your plans for the future. You're going to be spending a lot of time in October doing that. And Remember, it's not a waste of time because someone is listening. There's a higher power that is listening to those thoughts of yours, okay? We sometimes feel we need to do more and think less or feel out things less. Well, someone listens when we think and we feel things out. Okay, and the next card up for you is Father. This is coming up quite a lot. Father is about taking on responsibilities and knowing that you can and being very willing to do so. Okay, so I think you'd put a lot of thought into things in October. And even though you're leaving something behind, it doesn't mean that you're not willing to take responsibility. You are. But something, maybe its time is up. Maybe it doesn't fit into your life. Maybe it wasn't sustainable on some other level. You are prepared to take responsibility. You are prepared to do your duty. Okay? That is not a shortage. That's not why you are leaving whatever it is behind. It's because it's time. It's time to move on to something that is more sustainable for the long term for you. Right, let's have a look at your relationship cards, okay? This is for those of you in relationships as well as those of you looking for relationships. First card up is Make the Effort, and I have the deck upside down. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So in the month of October, your relationship may need a little bit of attention. October is the month to give it that kind of attention. Your relationship may be doing things, your partner may be doing things, and what it needs is you to step in and give it a bit of attention. So you might find situations unfolding that are going in within your relationship that just need you to put a little bit of TLC and a little bit of tender loving care in. If you are looking for someone, it's going to take a bit of effort on your part too. You may have to make that connection with a person. You may have to make the first move. Okay? It's going to require some kind of effort from you. Contrary to your general life cards, which generally are saying you need to spend more time thinking and a little bit less time putting effort in, okay? Right, next card up is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So what this is saying for those of you in established relationships, if you want the relationship to go well, if you want it to be peaceful, if you want something to change, you're probably going to have to make some kind of move in October. And you're going to feel pushed to do so. You're going to feel the need to do so. You're going to feel the prodding from somewhere that you need to do so. If you are wanting a new relationship, the same applies here. There's going to take some kind of action on your part. And the first step of action is to make a decision, okay? You might be vacillating here a bit. You may be a little bit indecisive, and it needs you to say, right, I think this is what I need, and this is what I want in my life. It doesn't mean that's exactly what you're going to get, okay? But it does mean then some kind of forward movement will happen in gaining a relationship. It's the vacillation, the not being sure, the not being focused quite on what you want. That is the sort of the place that you're tripping over in finding a new relationship. And the final card says children. So this may be in a existing relationship, maybe a point that comes up in October. What your children are doing. If you want children, this comes up in October. And it may need your attention. It may be that aspect of an existing relationship that needs a bit of attention, okay? And if you're looking for a relationship, this can mean one or two things. Either the person you meet possibly has children, and that's going to require effort on your part to make adjustments and make decisions about if you're okay with this or not. Or you may need to take a little bit more of a light-hearted attitude to finding a new partner or to a partner. You may find that putting out a more light-hearted, childlike, innocent, expectant attitude will bring out in the kind of partner that you are seeking. Right, Leo. So that is your reading for the month of October. I do hope that you enjoyed it. And I will just repeat once again, if you would like a personal or private reading or one of those soulmate readings, please contact me via my website. Thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And we will speak again very soon.